Hey guys, I'm Heidi with Heavenly Minded Homemaker and welcome back to our Monday series. So I love sharing with you guys just, different things on the topic of being a homemaker, being a keeper at home and blessing your family and letting the Lord use you and guide you in your role as a keeper at home, and talking about things that are natural and frugal and all of those types of things. So welcome to our series if you're new. We do a live stream every Saturday at noon. We started doing it, I don't even know how many months it's been now, but we started doing it because so much of what we do here with our ministry is just us talking into a camera or a microphone between the podcast and our YouTube channel. Sorry, I'm like falling on my chair here. So much of what we do, it's just us talking and we don't get very much feedback, and or we do, but it's just delayed. And so we had started doing a while back just holding YouTube lives and an opportunity of like, hey, come and join us, hop on, let's get to chat and connect with each other in real time. And that has just been, it's been amazing. I feel like you guys get to know so much about us, but it's fun to get to know about you guys as well. So we were talking in our YouTube live this past, every Saturday at noon is when we do it. And then so many of you, of course, have come and joined our online home church. And so we've gotten to know you more and more there. But in this past week's live, the topic of skincare came up and we were kind of talking about all these different things. And I said, you know what? I don't know what I'm going to do for Monday's homemaker video. This month I was trying to focus on things and just how we do things and keep things very frugal and cost effective, kind of doing everything on the cheap. And I said, you know what? I think skincare will be our topic this week because it's a big one. It's a big one for us as adults. Many of us that are, kind of doing this, moms, we're trying to figure it out and take care of our skin. Most of us have done a lot of damage throughout the years. And I think a lot of us now, we have kids that are getting to be that age and we are trying to teach them better for their skincare and help them keep their skin healthy. And a lot of us don't want to repeat some of the mistakes that we made with our own skin. I know that's the case for us anyways. So the 2-year-old is not very happy. I'm not sure what her sisters are doing, so excuse them. Anyways, I want to share with you guys kind of the things that I have found when it comes to skincare, and that maybe it might help and bless you in what you are trying to take care of it and kind of remedy for your family. Of course, everybody's skin type is differently. I am obviously not a doctor or anything of that, right? I'm just sharing what we have done and what works for us. And you have to find the right combination for your skin at this time. And sometimes things work for a while and then they don't work and you got to kind of switch it up. And I think that just depends on age and environment and diet and all of those different factors. So for me, I struggled, with acne and different things. I tried different stuff, had horrible reactions to different things, and then just spent most of my young adult life buying really expensive makeup to cover up the things I didn't like, if I'm being honest with you. My husband had awful acne. He was put on all kinds of medication, and it literally messed him up. To this day, he has issues that are because of the medication he was put on. So we knew when our kids got older, with our oldest now being 15, we wanted to not go about it the same way we went about it, as being teenagers. And so the more and more I started to learn and grow, and I just love learning about natural healing and how God gave us all of the things to take care of ourselves and balance all the different things. I love learning about it. And so the more and more I've been learning, the more and more I've been taking care of my skin, right? Your skin is your largest organ. So taking care of your skin is very, very, very important across the board. I mean, there's nothing more important than taking care of your skin. It makes a huge difference, right, in everything. And so the more and more I started learning, the more and more I'm like, oh my goodness, we have to try this and try that. And I have found a pretty good little minimalist, natural kind of goodie pack here of things that I use anyways to help us take care of our skin. And so not only does it work great for me, and my husband, but our 15-year-old as well. So let me share with you guys some of my favorite things. First and foremost, it is your diet. What you are putting into your body is going to make a huge difference of what is trying to come out of your skin. So if you are eating lots of processed foods, especially processed sugars, if you are eating a ton of meats and dairy and things of that nature, that is going to have an effect on your skin. What are you drinking? If you're not drinking enough water, that's a huge issue. If you're really drinking anything other than water, that's going to play into it as well. All of these things, and not just for your skin health, this is your overall health. This is a huge, 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 huge part of this. Are you filling your body with the vitamins and minerals and nutrients that God intended for it to have so that it can be well taken care of? So you really need to look at the foods you're eating. We strive to have a majority plant-based diet. So the majority of our foods need to be foods that God created, that grow from the ground. That needs to be the majority of your diet. And then we do add in meat and dairy, but when we do, we try to get it as organic, local, natural as we possibly can get it. And again, those things are that's like the small percentage of what we have. We try to cut out as many processed foods as we possibly can, leaving ourselves just a little itsy bitsy sliver for a couple little things that, you know, we're not super strict with it. There are some things that kind of move in a little bit here and there, but that is the smallest little treat of our family's diet. So that is a huge factor that you have to start with first. I don't know what the baby's doing, so forgive all the screaming in the background. When she does not get her way, she is definitely struggling to learn that lesson of compromise. Water. Drink water. Drink so much water. That is so important to make sure that your body is properly hydrated with water. We live out in the country. We have a well, so I don't have to worry about fluoride and all the chemicals and stuff in the water. We don't do bottled water and things of that nature. I want fresh spring water, and I want to fill my body up with as much of it as I possibly can. So that is a huge one, and it's going to make a huge impact on your skin. You can get little trackers on your phone. You can put sign up on the fridge. You can get, I mean, there's so many different things. You can even get water bottles that have little check marks on them so that you make sure that you and your kids are drinking plenty of water. So those factors are very huge. Of course, you can also add in vitamins to your regimen to make sure that you are getting all of the things that you can to help your body heal itself. I notice when I am not getting all of the vitamins and nutrients that I need, little blemishes and things take forever to heal, and you know, just different things that just aren't right, and it's because you don't have all of your vitamins and nutrients. They say that usually a good mix of vitamin A, C, and E, right? ACE, like an ACE bandage, fixes pretty much everything. So you can take vitamin A, C, and E. I add in some biotin. I drink a collagen powder most every day that I remember it. Let me go grab it so I can share it with you guys because I love it. And I'll link this stuff down below too. This is the collagen that I get. Got it off of Amazon, but it is made here in the US. It is delicious. It's really good. It's like drinking Jello before you like mix it, you know, before it hardens or whatever, like when it's just the liquid form. It's actually really good. So I drink this collagen. Our bodies start losing collagen very rapidly the older we get, and that affects our joints and our skin and many different factors. So I bring that into it, but really looking at supplements that you're taking and making sure that you are eating the foods that God created. It is fresh and raw and in their original state as you possibly can. I've shared with you guys our plant-based smoothies that we drink every day, and all of these things. When my nails start getting brittle and I notice my skin just not going so well and I'm getting little breakouts and things like that, I usually always make sure I go to, what am I putting into my body? Am I not drinking enough water? Am I not getting enough plant-based foods with the nutrients that I need? Am I eating too much dairy and meat and things that, again, I have no problem with eating, but in moderation? Have I been eating any processed foods? What have I been drinking? I always go to what's going in my body first whenever I have any issue. So I just sat back down and recorded this whole thing and then realized that I didn't tap the button well enough, I guess, and start recording myself. So now I have to explain it all over again. Okay, so what's going into my body? Second, what am I putting onto my body? Like I said, when I was younger, I put all of the things on. I was constantly buying all the stuff, trying all the different things that they market out to us to use, and it only made my skin worse and worse and worse. And then I would buy all the makeup and all of the things to try to cover all of the stuff, and it just was this ridiculous vicious cycle. So you got to stop it. And the more I read, the more I learned, the more I grew, the more I was like, you know what? God really did give our bodies the ability to naturally balance themselves, but I am doing so many things to mess up that balance. I just want to get that balance back. And so I found this. This is one of my e-cloths, which I shared with you guys in the cleaning stuff, but this is the e-cloth. This is actually the stainless steel cloth. These are microfiber cloths, antibacterial. They're absolutely fantastic. It's like the affordable Norwex, essentially. And so I was using these for everything in the house, and I was trying to get my skin on track, and this was like 2 years ago now. Yeah, because I think I got them right after Olivia was born, and my skin was going nuts kind of post-pregnancy and trying to level everything out, and it was driving me crazy. And so I got these cloths, and I had been reading about just different ways people use like their Norwex cloths, and I saw someone talking about how they used it for their face with, again, just water on the cloth to cleanse their face, and it would just allowed it to really naturally rebalance itself. So I am not saying that e-cloth is sponsoring their things to be used this way. I'm just saying this is what I've been doing for the past couple of years, and it works amazing. So I have the stainless steel cloth here that I grabbed this one because I don't have stainless steel appliances, so I didn't need it. It's got the softer microfiber side on here, and then this side is rougher. This is more of like an exfoliator. So what I do is I started using just this morning and night with just water on it. I get it wet, I wash my face down, it removes all of the makeup, all of the things. I love it. And then I take this rougher side and kind of exfoliate around my face a little bit and onto my neck. That's it. Morning, night. That's what I do. I get it wet, I wring it out, I hang it up so it can dry, and then once a week I throw it in, I wash it on hot, call it a day. That's how I wash my face. Then to give myself a little bit of natural moisture, I started using rosehip oil. And I love rosehip oil, and I'm going to link all this stuff down below in the description for you guys. Love rosehip oil. It is so amazing for your skin. I just take a couple drops of this oil, rub it into my face. Can you guys see all that there? Summertime I do probably 2 drops. Wintertime I do a couple more, just depending on the level of humidity in North Carolina at the time. But I just take a little bit of the oil, rub it into my face to give me a little bit of moisture as my skin rebalances itself. And I love this. This combination literally of a microfiber cloth and rosehip oil has been amazing, and I have noticed my skin rebalancing itself so much better, especially when diet and water and all of these things are combined into it. It has made a huge impact on my skin, and so I did start having my teenager use the microfiber cloth on his face. When he remembers to do it, it works amazing. He doesn't always remember to do it, but when he does, it works really well. Even my husband, whenever he starts complaining, I'm like, go get that cloth and scrub your face down. Because we've found it to work really, really, really well. Again, sometimes it takes a little bit, especially if your skin is really out of balance. It takes a little bit for that balance to kind of find itself. But once it did, I love it. It's fantastic. So what about when maybe I'm not eating so well, or it's that time of the month, or something comes up and I start having stuff come out and my skin's getting a little crazy? Or maybe you're starting this off with your skin already just really broken out and you've got a lot of acne and things that you're trying to clear up. These are my go-tos that I want to share with you guys. The first one, castor oil. Castor oil is like, this is amazing. I wish I would have known about this when I was a teenager. So you get it over in like the laxative department at like Walmart or anywhere. You can order it online and on Amazon or something. So it is a thick, very nasty feeling oil. It really is. You have to find the best balance for your skin type, dry, oily combination, whatever it is that you have. I usually will use this now more as like a spot treatment, and I just use it straight. It works fine on my skin. Castor oil is very powerful. It can be very over drying. So usually taking this and mixing it with a little bit of olive oil or even like this rosehip oil or something to dilute it down helps, so that way it's not too hard on your skin. But castor oil is amazing. You can wash your face at night, do like the e-cloth and wash your face off, and then take some castor oil and some olive oil or rosehip, kind of mix a little bit into it so it's not at full strength. And when your skin is clean but nice and warm, massage this oil into your face, especially on problem areas like blackheads and everything in your T-zone, all of that. You can massage that castor oil mix into there really, really well. You can leave it on like that and sleep with it on all night. I would definitely keep your hair pulled back and maybe put something over your pillow that you don't mind getting kind of gross, because this oil it's very thick, you guys. But it's amazing. So you can rub that in, and then you can, if you want, you can put a warm washcloth over your face and really let it open your pores and steam that out. Doing a steam treatment with the castor oil on your face is amazing. Like oil pulling in your face. That is, I wish I would have known about this when I was a teenager, because it would have saved me so much. So putting the castor oil on a nice clean face, putting a hot cloth over your face and really letting that steam kind of work and pull things out. You might notice at first it seems like your face is getting worse. It isn't. The castor oil is just pulling the stuff that is deep, deep, deep down in there. It's pulling all of it out of your skin. So I would definitely do that for a while. Do it a few times a week, or depending on your skin and how your skin reacts to it. If it's too drying and you have really sensitive skin, then you want to space it out a little bit more. If your skin seems to be tolerating it, okay, you can do it every day. But you have to play with that and see what's best for your skin. But putting the castor oil on it to really pull everything out and get your skin cleared up is amazing. Once I feel like you get everything cleared up, I use it now more so as like a spot treatment. So again, if I get some little things that pop up, I'll just put some castor oil on it. I'll sleep in it overnight and then just wash it off in the morning when I wash my face. Or if I feel like there's just a lot, or once a month to clean out like my blackheads on, my pores and stuff, I will just go ahead and put the castor oil on, do a couple rounds of hot compresses over my face, and then rinse it off again with the water and put some rosehip oil on. It's very soothing. So castor oil is amazing. A couple things I have, again, these were gifted to me, but I love them again just for a little help if you've got just bacteria and things on your face that you're trying to clean up. Is Lavender Essential Oil is great for that. I put a couple drops in with my rosehip oil and rub that in. It's a great antibacterial oil that you can put on your skin to try to help kind of soothe these things. And then a friend of mine sent me this, and I love this stuff. They have a whole skincare line that one day, if I had the money, I think I would love to get it and try it, just because I love this so much. I feel like I would love that. But it's the doTERRA Correct X. Can you see that? So it's just an essential oil mix. I don't even know what else in here. What else? Frankincense. Oh, I can't pronounce that. Helichrysum, cedarwood, lavender, and melaleuca. I can never say that word right. Melaleuca? Possibly, that's what it is. Sorry, I'm not very good. But anyways, I love this, and this is just like a spot treatment, kind of like gel with all the essential oils in it, and it smells really good. So these are kind of some lavender oil, and these are kind of like my optional things that I'm super excited I have because a friend sent me, but castor oil is my big one to get in there and pull out all of the stuff. And again, this works for everybody. You just have to find the right mixtures that work well with your skin and then keep up with it. So diet, what you're putting into your body, these things, what you're putting onto your body, and then the third factor, of course, is going to be your environment. So the pollution in the air and all of those things around you. Obviously, we can't control very much of that. You can control the things in your home. So, clean air, fresh air, all of those different things make a huge difference. How much sun you're getting too much sun, not enough sun, all of those different factors. But let me share with you guys real quick a couple things that I have purchased or been gifted here in the last little bit that my skin is loving. So drinking the collagen, having all the right nutrients, making sure I'm eating mainly plant-based foods, drinking tons and tons of water, and then letting my skin naturally balance itself with things like the e-cloth and the different oils is like the huge base to all of the stuff that I really think will be a help for you and your children if you're trying to work on how to get your skin balanced out. I will usually try to remember to do this once a month. Sometimes it doesn't always happen, but I love to try to pick up something like this. I love this one. This is the Yes to Tomatoes Clear Skin. It's a 2-step nose kit for bye-bye blackheads. I hate it. I always end up on my nose and my chin with the little just backed up of all the junk. So this one I really love though, and I think I got it for $2 or $3. Got one for me and one for my teenager. So this is his. We haven't used it on him yet, but it's got a cleaner here that you rub around your nose. I kind of rubbed it on everywhere and let it do its work. And honestly, there's so much in here. I rubbed it all over my face when I used my pack. And then I still have some left that I can use to kind of spot treat or just use if I want a little extra something. Again, I don't think this is necessary to use all of the time. I think letting your skin naturally rebalance itself and using the water makes such a big difference. But that's where I said once a month, once every other month, I kind of mix up a little something in this just to give it a little extra oomph, right? So this has it's got a cool little thing that you can use to really cleanse the skin and open everything up. And then their charcoal nose strips are amazing. This thing blew my mind. Like, this makes Biore nothing. So I do love doing these, honestly, with the strips, this is probably an every other month type of a thing. I don't think I do these every month, but whatever works for you. The other thing that a friend gifted me that I am now slightly obsessed with is Tarte Skincare. They're a vegan line that you can get. This is their Rainforest of the Sea skincare collection. So it's the Rainforest of the Sea Deep Dive Makeup Removing Gel Cleanser, Rainforest of the Sea Deep Sea Collagen Super Serum, and a Drink of H2O Hydrating Boost. So this is their 7-day skincare challenge. It's $7 on their website, and you get 7 of these little sets of packets that have little samples of each of the ones in them. I have been just clipping the little corner off of mine, using it very, very sparingly. And I've been getting like 4 or 5 days worth of use out of each packet. So if I have 7 packets and I'm getting 4 or 5 days worth, I'm thinking that out of this $7 kit, I might be able to stretch it all month. That's my goal. That's what I'm working on. This stuff smells amazing. It's vegan. It is pretty good natural stuff. My skin feels amazing. It feels absolutely amazing. So I still use my e-cloth to wipe off my face when I get into the shower. And then after I get out of the shower, I have been using this stuff. Again, because I'm using it super sparingly. So I'm going ahead and still using my cloth. And I use it to exfoliate my skin, which I love. But then adding this serum in and the moisturizer is just absolutely wonderful. So I am obsessed with this stuff. But again, if I can make a $7 kit last all month long, that's really good, because I couldn't go to the store and buy anything else for $7 that would, cleanse and a serum and a moisturizer. So I am obsessed with this stuff. So that's what I have added in for me. Like I said, doing this, or I'll get a charcoal mask or a detoxifying mask, or I'll make up one of my own. Body Unburdened has a million different recipes and stuff. So having like a bentonite clay mask that I can make and put on, you know, once a month or so, I feel like makes a huge difference in just trying to take care of my skin. The other two things I will add, because like I said, I think all of these things are great. And when my daughters come of this age, I'm sure I will have no problem getting them interested in, you know, learning all about these different things. But I feel like boys can be a little bit harder. So the e-cloth for my son is fantastic. The other two things that, one we've gotten for him and one I would like to get for him that I just want to share with you guys, is using a charcoal bar of soap. There are these ones that I order off of Amazon. I absolutely love. I will link them down in the description. And he has that he uses on his face and shoulders and chest, and it works wonders on his skin. It really made a huge difference. So that's what I usually get for him. There is a colloidal silver bar that I've wanted to try for a while. That's on my list to try, and it has great reviews again for doing very similar, you know, type of difference in the skin. So I will link that one down below too if you want to try that one out. But I felt like for him, a much simpler process, like just use the cloth, or here's this bar of soap. Sometimes I switch it up, you know, kind of mix it up for him, or he uses the soap, and if he runs out and I haven't gotten it ordered already, he can use the cloth. But that for him is a lot easier. And then I just have him put a little bit of rosehip oil still on his skin when he's all done. And I will usually get him every couple months to do a face mask or something like that, again, just to help really get in there and cleanse his skin, because it doesn't matter if you're a boy or a girl, you got to take care of your skin, right? That's so important. So I step in a little bit because I understand that this is not his area of interest and expertise. He wants to know how to take care of himself, but not so much dig into all of this. So I do have that stuff for him, again, just to help him take care of his skin, because that is so important, especially our kids, when, you know, the kids when they're going through it, and then even us, like I said, all of this started for me, especially after having Olivia, with my hormones and everything, trying to balance themselves. It just wreaks havoc on your system. So making sure that they really understand, and you really understand, the importance of your diet and what you're putting into your body, and then really looking at the things you're putting onto your body, so that way you can allow your skin to get back to the natural state that God intended it to be, where it can balance itself out and keep itself in order. So I think these were all of my things that I use, my tips and tricks for trying to keep my skin in line. So I would love to hear from you guys and what you guys use. Anything that we can do or help with, please reach out and let us know. Otherwise, make sure you subscribe and tap the little bell icon so you'll get the notifications every time a new video goes up. And hopefully we'll get to have you join us this upcoming Saturday on our live. So have a great day, guys. I'm going to go check on those kiddos, and we'll see you all next time. Bye.